Alright, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Wizard101 video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the patch notes with the new update, Selenopolis. Now, I've already played Test Realm today. I'm recording this basically after Test Realm. Thing is, the servers are currently down for Test Realm because of a lot of issues that were happening. So I wanted to record this and give you guys some idea of what's happening in Test Realm, while also giving you guys my opinion so far with the whole Test Realm shenanigans stuff. So if you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. And let's get into it. So there is a Krok revamp. Now, at the beginning of my stream, I was basically doing all the tutorial stuff because I had to, right? It's part of the prerequisite. But I went to Krok and it looks amazing. They did an amazing job at revamping Krok. Now, when I heard about the Krok revamp, I didn't think that they were actually literally talking about Krok. When I heard the Krok revamp, I thought they were just talking about Selenopolis and how that's going to be in Krok. So that's why Krok's getting revamped. I didn't think they literally meant the actual like world and how like the spawn area looks and everything like that. I kid you not, it looks very nice, and I'm like amazed. I'm stunned. This update as a whole is amazing aesthetically. Like, don't you wait, on the amount of videos I'm gonna be pumping out, guys, is crazy. But yes, Krok got a good update. And then when they talk about Selenopolis, and let's see, we can quickly go over it. It's just basically the storyline about Selenopolis and what's the whole reasoning behind it. And then there's also the Arc 2 prologue, which I haven't been able to do yet. So I haven't done like the whole weaving stuff yet on Test Realm because I was so focused on finishing Selenopolis. That is my main goal first, and then I will venture into the whole magic wheel, the blended grove, all that stuff. Like that whole stuff we will slowly work on. But yeah, I did do like some tutorial quests that I did have to do, so that was nice. So that's basically what this premise is like this whole like chain of dialogue that you have to do, which is like the tutorial based. They basically like introduce Celestia in a better way now, so that's interesting to see. So you see some your story continues, etc. about basically you find yourself after those who have completed Wallaroo will find themselves immersed in a deeper conspiracy hidden in this dark city. Now, this city is amazing looking. Like, oh my god, they cooked. They really cooked on this update. I'm not even lying, guys. They literally cooked. Then they talk about magic weaving, and I did see this in game for like a little bit, but we're so focused on questing. But like all the trees are essentially next to each other. I thought they would be like in different areas, but they would all just next to each other, like literally. So you can interact with all the trees, and you can see with the whole weaving selection. So you can interact with the trees to select which weaving school you want to pick as well. There's some crafting, you could train some spells. That's the whole fusion stuff as well. But keep in mind, you can't choose your own school. So like if you're on a storm, you can't choose storm. Keep that in mind, please. So there's that. And then we have the whole weaving progression, which you basically, I believe after you pick your whole weaving school, you have like a bunch of series of tasks that you have to do and everything like that. So that's a thing as well, which I didn't get to. So there will be a video on the channel. There will be, but Test Realm's currently down. All right, so I know a lot of people will be asking for the videos, but please be patient with me. I will be posting a lot, so I just can't do this right now. So that's basically the whole premise. You could choose your stuff, and then also you can see like the progression and everything like that. So that's part of it. And then we have badge quest goals, which I didn't get to see, I believe. But to earn your weaving ranks, you must complete some badges around the spiral. Ooh, so you actually have to have certain badges. Okay. Some badges require you to defeat some enemies, others require you to fish, and some require you to help others. These badges are unique in that you cannot make progression on these badges unless you're on this quest. So I'm assuming these are new badges. That's what that means then. So in Test Realm, badge progression on Test Realm has been adjusted for faster testing. Thank you KI, because that means I can burn through all these quests really quick on Test Realm and be able to showcase a bunch of videos. So there's that. Mainline helper badges. One of these badges to obtain will require you to have help some group of friends. To earn this progress, you must be in an adventure party group or a guild group. Ooh, so it's kind of like forcing you to at least try the adventure party and trying to be in a group with people and finishing a quest. That is interesting. Optional quest goals. that's new. It's very important that you read the tome of weaving when your quest tells you to do so, as this will tell you what tasks you need to complete and how many. Or sometimes you'll only need to complete 3 of the 4 tasks you've been given. If you ever forget what you should be doing, don't forget you can always click the review dialogue button. Okay, help blank defeat goals. Okay. Some quests will require you to play support roles as you assist. I mean, it just says help. Let's see. Accompanying your companion to defeat your enemies. The quest goal will not advance unless the companion is the one to deal the final damage to the opponent. I wonder what happens if he's called Incendiator. Who gets the kill? Is it the Scalder or the Incendiator? I'd assume it's a Scalder. I mean, yeah, you can just call Incendiate this, just be realistic. So, there's that. We got the weaving rewards, which this was prefaced in a previous video, so if you're still confused at what this is, it's basically one of the rewards from doing the whole weaving stuff, so you can get dual pierce jewels, which is very nice. And then you can see they've showed some of the spells, I believe, from what it seems like. Yeah, the energy blade and everything. Are you ranking up? You're in different rewards depending on school. Yes, which I've talked about before. You get your spell, equipable, which would this piece be a jewel, right? And then you get the fusion formulas, which you learn about the whole spell fusion. If you don't know about the whole fusion formulas and what spell fusion is and all that stuff, I've already uploaded a video on the channel. So if you want to go more in depth, look at one of the other videos on the channel. So I'm gonna just kind of skip all this because this is literally everything that I've talked about in that video. Like, I kid you not. Okay, Bazaar revamp. I touched the Bazaar once, I crashed on test rooms. So this is interesting though. So the whole interface is completely different. So now you can go right here and you can click whatever you want to do. So if you want to buy something, you can click on the left screen and pick whatever you want. So it'd be either equipment, housing, treasure cards. I'm not sure what that bottom one is. That's kind of new to me. And then reagents and jewels. So there's that. It's the same thing for selling, and then sell equipment or furniture in your bank. So you can do bank stuff now. So that's different. And there's also a backpack buddy. I didn't interact with it yet, so I'm not too sure what that is yet. But the most important shop in this bar received a makeover. Bazaar has a front page. You can jump to any section of the bazaar directly. The delay when updating the bazaar now has been removed. That's interesting now, because this does stop kind of the bazaar botting issue. If you guys don't know, a lot of people have been botting the bazaar, and this kind of does circumvent that a little bit, because a lot of people have been using bots for the bazaar, and sometimes if you're trying to buy something, it's not the best because someone will just snipe it or whatever, right? So there's a reagent page now has a filter. Okay. The equipment page also defaults to usable and level descending. Okay, that's very nice. It's very quality of life stuff. And buying and selling now share a common appearance. That's pretty nice. So you can see that they basically filtered it out so it's easier to sell stuff and buy stuff for your player, which is very nice as a whole. And then you can just see they added some more stuff regarding that. I'm not going to go too in depth on it because visually you can kind of just see what's going on, but I'll definitely go in depth into another video, of course. And then we have this, which no one knew something like this was coming, but Backpack Buddy. You can see it says has school requirement of blank. You can choose this. You can choose like whatever you want, all but your school, whatever. And then has blank requirement. So you can choose that. And then you can find it from what it seems like. The Backpack Buddy is a new bazaar service that quickly finds and sells items in your backpack that you don't want. So it's an easier way of cleaning stuff from your backpack. That's very interesting. It's very easy. I mean, for the people that like store a lot of items, I mean, I am one of those people because I do store a lot of items. So it might be useful for me, especially because I do farm stuff and it just ends up in my bank and I can easily clean stuff. So that's very nice. How to set up the Backpack Buddy. Set up the rules for which you don't want. Use right and left category buttons to page through the sell options. Okay. Then you can review the items and sell the items. Pretty straightforward. So there's that, and then they're saved locally on your computer, so you don't have to use them next time. That's perfect. Very quality of life things, right? And then auctionable items are sold to the bazaar. Okay. Non-auctionable items are sold to the shop. That's selling items makes your character exceed the maximum amount of gold that you carry. Any additional gold is lost. Okay, that's straightforward. It's not like this has we have a banking system where I could deposit my gold, you know, and then redeem it at any time. It's not like that. So this is all just like backpack options, like general options, equipment options, furniture items, and then treasure cards. It's very in depth to how you want to like sort this out. So basically you got a really huge overhaul, and you can see how much gold you're getting on the left, item, like how many you have with the item, the name, crown, where it's at, etc., and what piece of gear. So there's all that. It's just a big overhaul to the bazaar, and it's just gonna take time for people to get used to, depending if they like it or don't like it. I mean, people have to give their feedback, of course. So yes. Tutorials did get an update, and I have done the tutorials. So basically there's a tutorial, I believe, for arc mastery, and as well as learning how to like basically like change your school pips and everything like that, so people can get more used to it. So it's very easy, very fundamental, and I would like to do that. And then there's also the blender grub one, which I did on stream as well, which I'll post a video for. But they teach you about like school, right? They teach you how the format is, essentially like the whole wheel, who controls what hanging effect, and how to counteract it and stuff like that. So you'll see that in another video that I'm gonna be posting, but it's a very easy tutorial. It's very understanding. Honestly, I'd say it's very understanding. So I'm glad that they added this, because a lot of people don't know about arc mastery still, even with the plentiful videos on YouTube. And then some people don't understand the wheel, which I understand, right? Even I've posted guides, and even other people have posted guides, but people still don't know how the magic wheel works, and that's okay. That is okay. It's like basically learning Rochambeau, you know, so it's okay. Beastman forms, I'm not gonna go too in depth, but I've seen people like Storm Fairy a lot, and I've heard some people some people love the Myth Elf as well. So I've seen these two talked about a lot. I haven't seen the rest really talked about as much. This kind of got me some intriguing, because it says madness, and you activate all hot, you detonate all dots. So it's kind of just basically incendiate, but without the 2 times. And then we do have our Beast Moon reward schedule. So if you do care about Beast Moon stuff, definitely look at the patch notes, and this gives you a rough idea of when to buy some idols. Kind of sucks for me, because I have been trying to buy some idols, and for the next couple months I can only get 1 per month, which I mean is progress, but still I'm kind of just waiting for Balance Pig to be in rotation. But Balance Pig is what it seems like, it's not coming out till past April, which is sad to see. So whenever that comes out, I do want to play as Balance Pig, or if they toss it in the shop or something, because I am waiting for Balance Pig, and that's the next form I'm probably going to tear up for Beast Moon, because I enjoy Balance Pig, but I wasn't there when when Balance Pig came out. So there's that. This also got changed, which I did notice. Mark and recall changes. Here at KI, we've been experimenting with making magical teleporting less magically expensive. Mark now costs 1 mana. Now if you have less than 50 mana, it costs 5. If you have less than 100, otherwise it costs 10. Recall now costs the same amount of mana as a mark to use. Very interesting. The mark is no longer removed when you recall to it. There is a mark button in the lower left corner of a dialogue window whenever you can accept a quest. Now, I will say this will be buggy, because we have like kind of tested it, and it is kind of buggy, and I can see some people doing some glitchiness with this. So I'm hoping it doesn't end up like that, but we'll have to see. But there is some ways that you can do some cheese with this. I can expect people to do it, and I kind of don't want it to happen, but we'll see. Round shop changes. I did want to make a video on this separately, right? Because Court did tell me about this and how this was going to be happening, and I wanted to make a separate video on this. But basically it's going to tell you now, essentially in packs, what's in that pack and what's the rarity of it. It's very nice, and you can individually see each item, see how it looks stat wise, everything like that. So it's catered towards your player. This needed to happen for such a long time, because every time you try to inspect a pack, sometimes you can't see the gear that's in there, and it's just like, well, if it's not on the first page, you can't see it. So this is a much needed change, and I'm glad that this happened. So very good overhaul. Now, since there's also an inspect option on the second chest that allows you to view all possible items. Very nice, because now you can actually see without having to go to the wiki every time. No offense to the wiki people, right? But just if you're not able to always go check out the wiki, this makes it easier. So now you can see what's in that loot pool, because sometimes if you even check that, that will give you an idea of what the person even drops, right? For example, they're using the Harvest Lord example. You can get the Elven Stormcap. If it's in his chest, right, that means you can actually farm him for this item. So this gives you an idea of what he drops. So this will be good for the wiki people as well, because if there's items that they're missing on the wiki, they can just check the chest, if there is a chest, and they can just write it down and apply it to the bosses. Very nice, very nice. And then they fixed a lot of bugs. Several main casts have now been PvP banned. Not only PvP banned, of course, it affects advanced content. And then yeah, so there's a lot of other things, right? There's some teleports I think got changed, someone was saying, and some pets, and yeah, just wow. So the spellbook is not ready yet. In test room, you'll have to add the fusion components to your deck individually. So remember that image I showed like a while back regarding the whole fusion stuff. So it's just not able to like see in your deck yet. But this is a really big update, right, chat? Like you guys need to realize that this is a big update. Like I'm very surprised and like very amazed. I'm not even done with the story yet, right? I've only done one of the streets, and I am amazed on how much effort they put in and how many changes we've gotten. A lot of things that we didn't expect to get changed got changed. So I'm like very amazed. I am very happy. And yeah, more videos soon, more videos on Selenopolis. Just be on the lookout for all the content. So be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. I will be streaming tomorrow when the test run comes back and everything like that. I will be streaming on YouTube and Twitch. So if you are a YouTube viewer, be on the lookout, turn on your notifications and everything like that. I will be streaming on YouTube. Keep that in mind. And I will be also streaming on Twitch. So I have been learning how to dual stream and everything like that, and I finally got that set up. So I know a lot of you have been asking me, and I've even made a poll before of like how I should do it and everything like that. And a lot of you have requested dual streaming. So now that I've done that, be sure to check out the YouTube channel. If you already, you know, subscribed and everything like that, just turn on your notifications. And you should also check out the Twitch channel, because I'm usually streaming on there, but now I'm able to dual stream. So you can pick your platform and watch me on either or. I'd appreciate the support. I'm going to be uploading a lot and recording a lot, and sometimes I may need help recording certain pieces of content. So if you, the viewer, would like to help me, please stop by the chat and just ask if you can help in any sort of way, because I will need content for videos, and I do need like certain spells from certain paths and stuff like that, and I need your guys' help. So if you guys want to help out the channel and everything like that, definitely stop by one of the streams. Definitely join the Discord, because I talk more in the Discord so I can get people to help me, and there have been people to help me. So if you do want to join the cause, I appreciate you guys so much. But that is it. Be on the lookout for more videos on the channel, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.